deals are really in free fall, you really have to look at the things that you could sell. And, when you are something of a hopeful media executive, as both Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are, you really just have to plunder your back catalogue. And that really is the problem, because they've plundered it, haven't they? And it hasn't been really that successful. When you look, as I pointed out earlier this year at the launch of Prince Harry's autobiography, memoir, whatever you want to call it, Spare, he went on this media blitz of, those big interviews, with, of course, ITV, CNN, Anderson Cooper, CBS, and all of them, I don't know if you realize this, were not massive ratings hits. What they did work were simple clips on digital media with the highlighted bits, the most dramatic things. And in particular, where Prince Harry basically claimed that his wife Meghan Markle never accused the British monarchy of any racist overtones at all. It was all about the press. If Penguin Random House were hoping to get the book over, it simply failed. But you see, when you are working for a major streaming giant like Netflix, they really call the shots. And let's not forget, Netflix's eyes were really wide opened when Prince Harry, on that Oprah Winfrey interview, declared that he really had signed because, his father had cut him off financially. Another huge lie that we found out later on. In fact, at the time, Prince Charles was very much funding the lifestyle of his youngest son and his wife, Meghan Markle. That must have truly hurt to know such a lie was placed before literally the world. I'm sure that must be very tough for His Majesty the King to get over. But now you see Prince Harry, as I say, has to plunder around. And it's all very well in twittering on about wanting to go to Africa and do that sort of thing. They're not really interested in that. As we told you before, Netflix want salacious gossip. Now, one idea that they're none too gently, and as ever, we have to say allegedly, forcing over to the Archewell audio, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is now, is that they'd like a special all about the coronation. Now, it's interesting because, as we have also noted, and everybody knows this, Harry turned up for a mere 20 plus hours and then zipped back off to California, allegedly under proviso for that birthday party. So quite exactly what they could talk about as a special remains to be seen. But you see, they believe they could have his thoughts about what it was like not being invited onto the Buckingham Palace balcony, ostracized not to sit with the rest of the family, and exactly what it was like to be at that historical royal event. They're looking for some mild positivity, but mainly negativity, because they know that that is exactly what sells. And it did sell big time for them. Let's not forget with their reality TV series, The Big Event. But apparently Harry is rather reluctant because even he knows that he can't stretch it out too much. I mean, how are you going to make an hour of that? It's impossible, isn't it? They know, and he knows, that he has lots of private footage that he took on his phone. Of course, when he drove back into London, obviously after arriving on American Airlines, all of that sort of thing. But I think to say it would be a special of great, interest really is stretching it a bit. But according to that very well-placed source in Netflix, that's what they want now. And if Harry really doesn't wish to deliver that, then quite literally, he could be out of Africa too. It's a developing story. When I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean, Kensington, London.